Shalom, shalom, back at you with another lesson. And I want to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash. Call Lord Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash. Barakatah Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash. Yahweh the Father, Yahweh Shai the Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus and God, or God and Jesus, all right? Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and sincere shalom to all the brethren and the few sisters. All right, man, woman, and child. Starting with the another salutes to the rest of the elder bishops and the prophets out there. 144,000, the hopeful elect, the true bloodline biblical Israelites, which are you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigner Gentiles that might look like the heathen nations. Greetings to you. And the title of this lesson is going to be, let's see, because I didn't even prepare this. I just saved the video on my notes. Let's see what we said. Okay. Only the beginning for you simps. All right, let's play the video. The simping days are going to be, the times of the simp is pretty much putting you in danger, man. Okay. Because we're in the time of judgment. So let's play this little video. The Most High himself, which a lot of you people don't adhere to, you don't believe in God, the Bible, whatever. Should that make the truth of non-effect, though? That's the thing. Like Paul said. Well, all of these prophecies that are taking place, you know, the script is already written. You know, we're entering into perilous times. Let's look at perilous real quick. Perilous. Okay, and then we're going to get the scripture, of course, full of danger or risk. You see, and the reason why is because the Most High is getting ready to judge the people according to their actions. Ah, damn. You know, and just like there's a law code within these so-called civil governments around the world, they have laws that you live by, and then there are penalties for certain laws. Those are man-made laws, okay? But the Most High has, okay, natural law, which I'm just using the term because, okay, biblical, spiritual laws, like these scientists like to use, you know, the term laws of physics, like laws that are ingrained within the nature of whatever they're observing. Science means to observe knowledge, you know, and that's how they gain their knowledge, by observing that which already is. But their judgments, and that's where the prophets come in. The priest, also interchangeable with a priest, a judge, you know, a king, because really the prophet rules over the people. The prophet is more, okay, his rank and authority really is over the king, which a king is a ruler. And that's how it was in ancient customs in our societies, and throughout other kingdoms. Okay, other kings had their false prophets, but you know, among our nation, the true biblical bloodline Israelites, you have the actual prophets of the Most High. Okay, and these are the times we're in where the number one people that's going to suffer the worst of the Most High's wrath or his judgment, okay, are women. Because the scriptures tell us, you know, all sin is but little than to the wickedness of a woman. Okay, scriptures even say that the most churlish man is still has more dignity than a woman, because a woman was just created to be a help to a man, and she was given certain attributes. You know, you got the minus, the negative, the yin, the yang, the hot, the cold, you know, to fulfill, you know, the polar opposite of the men as a helpmeet. You know, they're not set up to judge and make decisions and have opinions. I mean, that's just okay, the way the Most High set it up. Okay, so you not understanding this puts you in the sight of danger, because a lot of these women, they go out in these streets. They have a term that, she's for the streets. Well, that's all of these women. And you got to really meditate on that term, bro. That's like a person that stays in it's like a derelict. Like a motherfucker that has a nice family at home, but they choose to live on the streets among all the drug dealers, the drug heads, the weirdo bug outs. And not only that, but these women, they sleep with these just random people in the streets, man. Okay, that's why there's an uptick in HIV and stuff like that. Okay. But that's insane. That's insanity. Okay. So the things that are done in the streets are nothing good. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Streets in general. It doesn't matter if you're in Huntington Beach or if you're in the hood. Okay, nothing that goes on in the streets is nothing but confusion. And, everybody's starting to wake up to the drama of a lot of these women. So I'm not trying to focus on these women, but a lot of you men, okay, that want to jump in front of, okay, you're in that spirit to, these people can do no wrong, then guess what? You're going to put yourself right in the line of danger. Okay. Let's play this video. You simps, right? I want to look up the word simp as well. But let's play this video real quick. And this is going to be a joyous day, man, because pretty much weak men are the reason why these women are out of order. Just to sum it up, there's a lot of backstory behind it. Okay. Starting with the people at the top running the show, running the earth, weak Edomite men, so-called white men, all the way down to you simps that are doing exactly what the C to the I to the A, okay, set you up to do, programmed you, okay, mind controlled you to do, man. And it's to pretty much defend the wickedness of these women. And that's why the scriptures say, woe unto him that setteth light for darkness and darkness for light, that saith good is evil and evil good, Woe means destruction. All right, there's the Most High gonna get everybody in one good sweep. And he's gonna compile the days to one great day of destruction to finalize it, but compress the days of evil. There's getting ready. We're entering into a time of, the days of evil being compressed compressed into just a ball of wickedness, man, until it explodes. And that's them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right. So you're going to have waivers. You're going to have first waiver, second waiver, third waiver, fourth, until the missiles come. People that's going to survive, okay, certain perils until the missiles come. But you first waivers are going to be you simps. And here's an example. And I see endless videos like this. I even got another video saved within my Instagram. But here it is. One second. Let me turn off the speaker.
After a little minute, he just stopped. He stopped moving.
New information tonight about a shooting at a Wendy's in Southeast Memphis that left one man dead. The store's general manager has been officially charged with first-degree murder in this case.
We've also obtained shocking footage that shows the moment that deadly shot was fired. But we do need to warn you tonight, it is disturbing. Fox 15's Jack Bilyeu joins us live at Wendy's off of Winchester tonight. That's, in fact, where it all happened. Jack, why exactly did this happen?
Well, Darcy, according to court records, the GM was arguing with one of his female employees. Those records state that she wanted to leave early. Again, I want to warn you, this footage is disturbing, and we've edited out some of the most graphic moments. Oh! Cell phone video posted to social media shows the moment the deadly shot was fired. You can hear screaming.
Yeah, well, you could research that, situation yourself. Start the lesson, bring out a few scriptures.
Same old phone? Nah. It's me in 3 time zones. One eye on an edit, one foot on a...
Cell phone video posted to social media shows the moment the deadly shot was fired. You can hear screaming, then the shooter stands over his fatally wounded victim and slaps him in the face. The victim died at the hospital. Memphis police say the shooter is Darrell Bowers, the general manager of the Wendy's. Court documents state Bowers was arguing with a female employee who wanted to leave early. He allegedly threatened to slap her, so she called a friend to pick her up. When that friend arrived, he and Bowers started fighting.
The person that got shot, he ended up swinging on the manager of the store, and the manager pulled out his gun and shot him. Well, he already had his gun in his hands.
Yeah. The video shows Bowers walking towards the victim, gun in hand, before the victim throws a punch. Oh! A split second later, he fires a single shot. Our camera was rolling while Bowers was walked through the parking lot in cuffs.
That's honestly my first time seeing somebody get shot, so it's pretty.
Look, people have been socially engineered off the hip hop music, these movies, reality TV, and this is all done on purpose, okay? To create that chaos that the elite, super elite want, to bring full control, all right? To bring forth martial law, you know. So you got the spiritual realm working, demonic side of the left hand side of the Most High working on these people. What, Sirach, the 39th chapter, spirits created for vengeance. And then you got the principalities also on the left hand, that the elite, super elite, the lower illuminated people, you know, your politicians, they're all functioning off of these evil spirits. Okay, and then you just got the everyday common person that are under the, you know, the seduction of these evil spirits as well. You know, just like this manager, right? He, of course, you know, Jake they be going to work, you know, in the mindset of, man, I'm not trying to do no bid, but if a motherfucker step to me, most people are on edge like that. Okay. Most people are on edge like that. Let me get, and if you spiritually discerned, if you, even people who aren't can see that. And this is why everybody's so on edge, you know, as a defense mechanism in society, man, because the love of many is waxing cold, you know, which means psycho. Okay. People are waxing psychotic, man, because of the amounts of witchcraft and sorcery and enchantments, okay, lies and seductions of the left hand, all right, of the Most High, which is the Lord Himself said, I have created the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, and we're in evil days. There's wickedness all around for these days, all right, because the wicked is gonna destroy themselves. First and foremost, all right, with a little bit of help when the Lord returns. 1 second. And actually, these wicked spirits are sent from the Most High as a scourge. We're going to get that. This is the second address, 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So the prophet Edris, which he received a major portion of visions of prophet, you know, this is why he was, you know, he's considered a major prophet. All right. He received a heavy portion from the Most High. Even, you know, witnessed angels himself, you know, but he measured the time diligently. What is that speaking about? It's speaking about the prophecies. Okay, you should know what time you're in. And the Most High freely has given the spirit of His Son via the prophets, okay, in these times, okay, to prepare the hopeful elect, the remnant, all right, the chosen, all right, to prepare them for the times and to forewarn them, okay, of the times to come in the climate and, you know, what you should be doing, what you should stay away from, you know, how to conduct, you know, how to use wisdom, what wisdom is, you know, being able to identify the snares and the traps and the possible pits and you know, and this is what Jake is not doing, because that dude that pulled up on that lady's behalf that got him shot, I can pretty much guarantee you 99% he was in the friend zone. Because anytime, you know, a woman calls you her friend, and especially in this situation, gonna call him. Okay, those are the guys that's just waiting, lurking in the background just for a goddamn chance. Never put yourself in that position. Because this is what happens. A lot of times, if you understood, if Jake would see in the climate that's in the earth is to the tune of tune of prophecy. So somehow, Jake knows that they should be repenting and coming back to the scriptures, but a lot of them don't adhere to that. Okay, and a lot of these women, you see it every day. They have certain fall guys that when they go out, they bring certain clownish type men with them just in case something go down. That nigga's in between that, and they get to run out the back door. I see it all the time. Women put they own so-called men in danger, and or do things that can get they dudes fucked up real bad, man. Like I be thinking, like, damn, man, one day this bitch gonna get you killed. That's what I be thinking. The nigga's like a deer in head, like he don't see nothing what's going on around him. That's a very weak state to be in, man. Okay, and this is why the elect is supposed to be measuring the time diligently in itself. Okay, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Most High has been standing back, just watching for a while. He hasn't really risen up, to judge the world yet, to visit this place. But now he's visiting. All right. And every man's going to be dealt according to their works. And this is why the elect, the chosen, according to the Bible, are considered to be set apart. You're supposed to set yourself apart, which that's what the word holy means, because you could get caught up in somebody else's judgment. The Most High can go ahead and set up a 3-and-2 combo, a 3-for-1. You can set up a 2-for-1. Okay, both of y'all be in the car accident. All three of y'all be in the car at that point, and he'll just take all of y'all out, man. Okay, the Most High just send one of those spirits that are created for vengeance. All right, Ecclesiasticus, the 39th chapter, to appease his wrath, as it says. And the angel will set up something in the spirit where a nigga is looking in his phone, y'all driving at 70 miles per hour, where shit, y'all get into a car wreck and then that's it. Okay, these are the times we're in. The scriptures say we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right now. But it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Yeah. Not only earthquakes, but uproars of the people. People are in an uproar. Okay. Just in general, as far as, okay, you have actual uproars where people are protesting and stuff, but okay, because of the climate, the people that are sitting back are still being affected. That's why it says, Isaiah 24th chapter said the people of the world do languish, which means to grow faint, to grow weak, mourn, people are trying to find happiness within this matrix, but it's not too much. Okay, Isaiah the 24th chapter breaks that down beautifully. Okay, it says 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be escaped by his works and by faith whereby ye believe shall be preserved from the said perils. Yeah, so the elect is going to be walking, all right, with the light, in the light, but not in great darkness, as to not know what time it is and what's going on. Okay. It says everyone that shall be saved, you see what I'm saying, shall be preserved from the said perils. So I wanted to point out perils. We got for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So this thing is all about way up. Okay, it's still a humble way up, because we have to say Lord's willing. You got people running around talking about they are them, and they got the wrong doctrine. The most important thing is you got the right doctrine. You believe on Yahweh Bashim Shai as the scriptures are written. You know, so I brought this scripture out just to show and prove you should. Jake out here is walking blindly. Okay, walking in great darkness, as the scriptures says. Let's get another scripture. But let me grab something real quick, Jeremiah, because you know how much more for Jake that's blind. Okay, if the scriptures tell us that are in the light, that are in the know, to stay away from these things. You know what I'm saying? All right, separate yourselves. You know what I mean? The Most High setteth the solitary in families. I forget where that's at, meaning that once you've been separated, you might have some solo time. Okay, to build yourself up, get to know your own spirit. Okay, but then the Most High set you up with true friends, brethren, sisterin, honest, loyal people that fear the Lord. Okay, but you know, a lot of people don't want to put the work in, put the sacrifice in, put the dedication, the discipline in. You know, well, guess what? Then you're gonna get caught up together. Though the wicked joineth hand to hand, okay, though hand joineth hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. It doesn't matter if, you know, everybody wants to come together and see things the positive way. Okay, the wicked are not gonna go unpunished. This is Jeremiah able to escape. One second. And that is a good precept, but that ain't it. Okay, it's in 14. But let's start at 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them. Again, going back to saying, if certain of these scriptures is warning us, okay, don't get intertwined with these people. Okay, deliver your soul out of Babylon so you don't get caught up in the plagues thereof. Okay, how much more you people that aren't, okay, serving the Lord, or they don't know the Lord truly. Okay, like you simps, again, you're at the bottom of the totem pole because you subjugated yourself underneath the weaker vessel according to the laws of nature, like we started. Okay, you know, they got a phrase right now, natural selection. Like you got all of these death videos on social media, and people, you know, they make the joke of, well, it's just natural selection, the nature just selecting who goes back to the spirit realm first, who's not fit to be here. Okay, see, the Most High is about getting ready to bring a dose of reality on the earth. All of this Hollywood, okay, you know, pseudo reality, religious dogma, all of these things that are, okay, the imaginations of men are going to be confounded because, okay, the Most High is about to send scourges, judgments, storms, parabolically speaking. Okay, and that's going to put a pause on everything. All of these games that are being played. Okay, but this is the point. Okay, let's finish 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. All right. So how much more are you people that are not hearkening unto, not even crying unto the Most High? Because you got a lot of Jake that's gonna, when some of these major judgments start hitting, you're gonna weep and mourn. Okay, and you crying out, man. It's gonna be too late. You gonna know that a prophet was among you. But this is the point. 14. Therefore, pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry for them. So this is warning us, because the Most High has enemies. Okay, you can put yourself on the Most High's hit list. I wanted to get an example of that under King Solomon. Under King Solomon was given a hit list passed down from his father when he received the kingdom. And King Solomon is Yahweh Shai, if you can receive. Okay, he had to fulfill that hit list. You know, that was the Most High's hit list, you know. And like King David said, O Lord, do I not hate them that hate thee, O Lord? Yet I make them my enemies, and I hate them with a perfect hatred. Meaning if they hate you and they take your name in vain, oh Lord, I hate them more. I hate them the same way you hate them. Okay. So just imagine that it said, pray not for these people, neither lift up a cry for these people. So you're not supposed to be with these people. And again, not knocking all women. Okay. I'm not knocking all women. Okay. If you get offended, then I'm pretty sure the shoe fits. But for the majority of these women are, as the scriptures say, okay, they live out of pleasure. Okay. And they get out here and they create a lot of enemies. Okay. And right now, this society is still, pretty much protecting them. All right. But Donald Trump is rolling out this new, he's getting ready to roll out this new system, man, this new technocracy. Okay. And things are going to change overnight, just like 9/11. When them towers got struck, things changed overnight. The climate changed overnight. Okay. Well, they're getting ready to bring another black swan or false flag. Okay. So that they can come down with that great wrath, man. And things are going to change. And the problem is all domestic issues are not going to be handled because the police, okay, they're going to have to bring in the military. All right. The police is going to be obsolete, just like you're getting a glimpse of that when it comes to ICE, which is sort of like a foreign entity. Okay. Notice the American Constitution now America is pretty much already been invaded by foreign entities. This is why you people, okay, you're really not voting for nothing. Nothing really matters anymore. You have foreign entities, trillionaires, billionaires, an oligarchy. That's what this is, an oligarch. Okay, running this place, man. And they need a lot of people to perish, okay, to bring in a new system. You see, but it all goes back to biblical prophecy. The staff in their hand is my indignation. That's what the Lord said, Isaiah the 10th chapter. Meaning that all of these wicked, evil, the instruments of cruelty, Isaiah the 32nd chapter as well. Okay, it's the Lord's judgment, man. Most High using them like a puppeteer, man. Okay. Therefore, pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. See, that dude put himself in the line of danger. He took it to another level. He pulled up and he swung on the dude. Okay. You see what I'm saying? All for some broad that probably wasn't even giving him no box. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this real quick and then we're going to wrap it up. All right. But Isaiah 32, I could go there. It tells these women to that trouble is coming. Isaiah the 32nd chapter, we always go to that scripture, rise up, ye women that are at ease, for the days of trouble are at hand. Because women and children are the weaker vessels, and during the time of chaos or war, lawlessness, they become the target. Okay, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a climate of a dystopian society. Look up this dystopian society, what that is. You're seeing a failing society, a pre-societal collapse. All right. And this is why the scriptures speak about marriage. And, really, these women from a young age are supposed to be getting married and setting it up that way, not being out here in the streets, because at least with that, your husband he's already counted the cost of possibly dying for his family. But when you for the streets, okay, you just taking a bunch of dopamine hits. You really don't have a foundation. Ain't none of them niggas ain't nobody gonna die for you. You just making yourself a target. Okay, because you're supposed to be discreet. The scriptures tell us in general to be discreet, but you women especially. Okay, so you dudes that are these Captain Save a hoes, man. We're in the times where, and it's happening over and over again. Okay, you're gonna get unalived, man, because you have a lot of aggression from the other side of these men that have been dogged out by these women. Child support, stolen their kids, moved out of state with their kids, aborted their kids, lied on them, got them put in jail for trying to put their house in order. All kind of shit, bro. Okay, you're under a deep delusion, a deep spell. All of you simps out there, man, which is really just the C to the I to the A, military grade. Okay, mind control, psyopsis, man. You're an experiment. Okay, you're dead sleep, man. Okay, let's just get this real quick, and we're gonna be up out of here. Proverbs 16:4. All right, Proverbs 16:4. The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Most High used that dude, all right, a Wendy's manager, okay, set him up with that job and everything. Little did that guy know, for the day of evil, just to smoke this simp. Okay, spirits created for vengeance. Let's get it. He was a spirit created for vengeance. All right. Whatever the Most High had alt with that guy. And see, that's what these people don't understand. Okay. We don't have to see it. We thought the dude was a good guy. Oh, man, see, he was defending that chick. You don't know personally who that guy is and what he thinks, how his mind pattern is, the shit he thinks about, what he done did, what he done. He might have cursed out the Most High in his mind 10 years ago, man. Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, also known as evil angels. The word angel just means a messenger. They're going to bring you an evil message. Okay, where's that? Psalm the 73rd. I forget what chapter that's in. Or 37. It says, which in their fury, whose fury is on them, though? The Most High's. It's going to say it. Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. Yeah, evil spirits. Demons, if you want to call them. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. Yeah, whenever the Most High gives them the go. Okay, because see, you people don't understand. The Most High has his left hand angels as well. You only think about the right side. Okay, Michaela, Ariala, Yahweh Shai himself, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You don't understand. He has the left hand, Satan, the highest ranking left hand angel on the left. And they're all underneath Yahweh Shai. Okay, his son. As a matter of fact, Yahweh Shai created Satan. How about that? It says, in the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So they appease the wrath of the Lord. The Lord is, he get angry, becomes a smoke in his nose, and he sets them, he sends those evil angels at you. And that's what happened to this simp. Okay, because there is a great awakening right now. Where's that in Isaiah? It speaks about the Most High lifting up the veil, the covering cast over the eyes, so that you can make a righteous judgment. If you're Jake, if you're Israelite, so to be siding with these wicked women, hey, if you want to be honest, the majority of these women are more viler than the average man, and that's just the truth. And that goes back to the garden. Okay, that goes back to the scriptures as well. It's not a biased thing. Okay, because the weak men are ruling the earth. That's why I started off with the lesson saying that. Okay, so really, it all goes back to things being disorderly and out of order according to the Most High design, the way he designed this thing. Isaiah 24th chapter speaks about that. How the ordinances, the earth is defiled because the ordinances of the Most High is not being kept. Well, I was looking for that covering cast scripture, but we're going to end it right there. Could have brought out some more scriptures, but yeah, that'll be it. And come back with another lesson. Hey, Shalom, Lord's willing. This was edifying. Shalom.